Streetlights blur against the rain. Your hoodie's still here by my bed. Phone lights up, I know your name, but I let it die instead. We said forever, half asleep. Now forever sounds insane. Funny how a quiet room can scream louder than the pain. And I still hear your laugh inside these apartment walls. I thought losing you would hurt, but it's the silence when night falls. It's 2:17 a.m. and I'm driving through our side of town. Every song sounds like goodbye. Every memory pulls me down. You moved on like summer leaves. I'm still frozen where you left me. Now the moonlight hits the empty seat where you used to breathe beside me. And I swear I almost call again at 2:17 a.m. Your fingerprints still on the glass, lipstick stain I couldn't clean. Funny how the smallest things turn into a haunting scene. My friends say I should let go, like hearts work that easily. But every road I take somehow still curves back to you and me. And I replay your last words like a movie in my head. You said sometimes love burns out, but mine just burns instead. It's 2:17 a.m. and I'm driving through our side of town. Every song sounds like goodbye. Every memory pulls me down. You moved on like summer leaves. I'm still frozen where you left me. Now the moonlight hits the empty seat where you used to breathe beside me. And I swear I almost call again at 2:17 a.m. At 2:17 a.m. Maybe heartbreak's just a habit. Maybe healing takes its time. Maybe I'm still chasing shadows of a love that's no longer mine. But tonight your ghost is louder than the city and the rain. And no matter where I run to, I keep ending up the same. It's 2:17 a.m. and your memories all over this town. I keep searching every face, just hoping you're around. You moved on like nothing changed while I'm learning how to fake it. But some nights the lonely wins, and tonight I just can't take it. So I pull over, close my eyes, and let your name fall from my lips again. At 2:17 a.m. At 2:17 a.m. It's 1:43 and the bars all close. Taxi lights blur like a film I know. Your last text still burns my screen. Maybe we're not what we used to be. And now I'm walking home alone, past the places we called our own. Your shadow follows every street, like your goodbyes got hands on me. I told myself I wouldn't miss you, but midnight always tells the truth. And every city light reminds me of the way I looked at you under these last call lights. I still see your face facing strangers, hear your voice in every song, feel your touch in every danger. You left like smoke into the dark, like our love was just a moment. Now I'm dancing with your memory, while the whole world keeps on moving. And I hate that I still want you at the end of every night, under these last call lights. There's lipstick stains on coffee cups, and half your clothes still in my room. Funny how the smallest things can make a heart completely bruised. My friends say you'll forget someday, but they don't hear the silence break at 2 a.m. when all the noise dies, and your name's the only thing that stays. Maybe love was always temporary, maybe we just burned too bright. But if you really stop loving me, why do I still feel you tonight? Under these last call lights, I still see your face in strangers, hear your voice in every song, feel your touch in every danger. You left like smoke into the dark, like our love was just a moment. Now I'm dancing with your memory, while the whole world keeps on moving. And I hate that I still want you at the end of every night, under these last call lights. Under these last call lights. So I drive with the windows open, cold air cutting through my chest, trying to outrun your ghost, but your ghost knows me best. And somewhere you're asleep beside him, well, I'm awake with all this pain, watching neon reflections fall like tears against the rain. Under these last call lights, I finally say your name out loud to an empty passenger seat, somehow hoping you hear me now. But the city keeps on spinning, and the sky fades into blue, 'cause heartbreak's just another way of holding on to you. So I let the night keep taking me till your memory fades from sight, under these last call lights. You left your jacket on the chair like you were coming back upstairs, and I still move around it slow, like touching it could let me know if all the nights were counterfeit, if every forever was rehearsed a bit. You kissed my forehead in the dark while pulling matches from my heart. Now every street light looks blue, every song turns into you. I hear your voice in passing cars and fall apart right where we are. I tell my friends I'm doing fine, then cry when your name lights up my mind. Now my room is full of glass silence, tiny cuts from memories and violence. You said love shouldn't feel this hard, so why am I carrying all your scars? And every little thing reminds me how easy it was for you to leave. You disappeared so perfect, so clean, but heartbreak's louder than it seems. In the glass silence, I still hear you breathing. I stopped wearing your favorite dress, it only made the absence louder. I guess your side of the bed stays cold, like even the blankets learn to let go. I read our text at 3 a.m. like maybe this will stain while I'm stuck inside October, getting older, getting sober. You swore that I was all you'd need. Funny how fast forever leaves. Now my room is full of glass silence, tiny cuts from memories and violence. You said love shouldn't feel this hard, so why am I carrying all your scars? And every little thing reminds me how easy it was for you to leave. You disappeared, so perfect, so clean, but heartbreak's louder than it seems. In the glass silence, I still hear you breathing. Maybe I loved you more than myself. Maybe that's why I'm somebody else. Now I talk to the ceiling instead and sleep with your ghost in my head. You took the light from the hallway. Now every night feels the same. I hate that I still want you after all the ways you changed. Slow tears on the bathroom floor. Don't know what I'm waiting for. Now my room is full of glass silence, shattered dreams and quiet sirens. You said love shouldn't leave scars, but here you are in every part, and every little thing destroys me. The empty side, the missing heat. You disappeared, so perfect, so clean, while I still bleed behind the scenes. In the glass silence, I still hear you breathing. You left your jacket on the chair, and I still act like you're somewhere. In the glass silence, in the glass silence. You left your hoodie in the backseat, still smells like your cheap cologne. I keep driving past your streetlights, like maybe one day you'll come home. Phone screen lighting up my bedroom, but it's never really you. Just some late night useless memories, turning black and blue. And all my friends say I look better, like crying somehow changed my face. But every mirror in this apartment still whispers your name. I heard you sleeping fine now, while I replay every word. Guess losing me was easy, guess loving me just hurt. So here's my glass goodbye, shattered on the kitchen floor. Every promise that you gave me doesn't sound the same anymore. And I hate that I still want you, even after all the smoke. You burn holes into my heart, then disappear like a ghost. Now every song feels colder, every night cuts like a knife. You said forever softly and left me overnight. I deleted every picture, then recovered them with two. Funny how my hands keep choosing everything that leads to you. I wear pain like silver jewelry, pretty tears and tired eyes. Everybody says I'm healing, but they don't see inside. There's a silence in my headphones where your voice used to live. And I swear I tried to hate you, but my heart won't listen. You moved on like seasons, I stayed frozen in July. Now I talk to empty ceilings just to hear a reply. So here's my glass goodbye, shattered on the kitchen floor. Every promise that you gave me doesn't sound the same anymore. And I hate that I still want overnight. Maybe I was too emotional. Maybe you were just afraid. Maybe love was always temporary, and I just stayed. I still know your coffee order, still know how you left. That's the cruel thing about memories, they never really pass. So here's my glass goodbye, sweeping pieces off the floor, trying not to call you like 100 times before. And I know someday these scars won't feel heavy on my skin, but tonight the city's quiet and I'm breaking again. Now your side of the bed's cold and the moonlight hurts my eyes. You said forever softly, then left without goodbye. Left without goodbye. Just a glass goodbye. Rain falls heavy on the avenue, street lights paint the windows blue. Your perfume's still on my hoodie strings, and it hurts more than anything. There's a half-drunk coffee by the sink, like you left without a second think. Now every little thing in this room still looks like you, and I keep replaying the way you said my name, like if I hear it one more time, maybe you'll stay. But it's another neon goodbye, another lonely drive at midnight. Your shadow dancing in my rearview, like you never left my side. Now every song on the radio feels like us in slow motion. I'm holding on to broken pieces while you're already letting go. And I swear this city gets colder every night without you. And this neon goodbye, the traffic hums like a sad old tune. 2 a.m. under a silver moon, I passed the place where we first kissed. Now it's just a ghost I miss. My friends say hearts heal over time, but your memory still floods my mind. Like every road in this whole town leads right back to you somehow. Maybe I was just a chapter, maybe you were my whole book. Now I'm stuck between moving on and one last look. It's another neon goodbye, another lonely drive at midnight. Your shadow dancing in my rearview, like you never left my side. Now every song on the radio feels like us in slow motion. I'm holding on to broken pieces while you're already letting go. And I swear this city gets colder every night without you. In this neon goodbye, so I roll the windows down, let the cold air hit my skin, trying to lose your memory, but your memory always wins. And somewhere you're asleep tonight, while I'm tracing constellations made from all the shattered parts of our conversation. conversations. It's another neon goodbye, and the sunrise starts to break. Guess heartbreak looks different when you're still wide awake. I still hear your voice in silence, to see your eyes and passing lights, and maybe loving you forever is my curse tonight. So I keep driving through the darkness with your ghost beside me too, lost inside this neon goodbye. Your name still lives inside my phone, right where you left it months ago. I read our old conversations like they're pages I can't let go. You used to answer in seconds flat, now hours feel like years instead. Funny how silence from someone you love can scream louder than words they said. I type I miss you, then erase it 1,000 times before I sleep. 'Cause dignity and heartbreak never really coexist in me. And every night at 3 a.m. I wonder if you think of us again, or if I'm just another notification you learn to ignore in the end. Now it's too late to text back, too late to say you care. You disappeared so slowly, I barely noticed you weren't there. And now my tears hit harder than your goodbye ever did. You let our love grow cold while I beg for warmth from it. Too late to text back, too late to fix what broke. Some people send apologies when there's nothing left to hold. I saw your profile pics, you changed tonight. You looked happier without me there. Meanwhile I still fall apart at random songs and empty chairs. I told myself don't check your page, but pain's terrible self-control. So I keep reopening wounds just to feel close to what I lost. You promised forever so casually, like forever was easy to keep. Now I'm stuck carrying memories that don't let my heart sleep. Maybe love dies quietly without either person noticing, until one stays fighting and the other stops responding. Now it's too late to text back, too late to change your mind. You waited till my heart gave out to finally ask if I'm alright. But your words feel empty now, like flowers at a grave. Too late, you can't heal what you destroyed by suddenly showing up again. Too late to text back, too late to call this love. Some endings happen long before the final goodbye comes. I used to stare at my screen all night, praying your name would light it up. Now I silence every memory before it tears me open enough. And maybe someday I'll stop hoping for vibrations that never arrive. But tonight I'm still mourning the version of us that died. Too late to text back, too late to save my heart. You watched me drown in silence while drifting further in the dark. And now you say you miss me, like that should heal these scars. But loneliness taught me who you really are. So don't say text back. Now I finally let go. I learned to cry without making a sound. Smile while my whole world's burning down. You looked right through me every single day, like loving me was just background noise you could mute away. I cooked your favorite meals, folded your clothes, memorized the silence when your distance showed. I gave you every fragile part of me, but you only loved the version that stayed quiet peacefully. I was a ghost inside our home, standing beside you all alone. You saw my face, but never my pain. I was seen but never heard, like tears without words. You held my body close while my heart was getting hurt. Every time I tried to speak, you turned my feelings into weakness. Now I'm screaming in a room that still echoes with your secrets. Seen but never heard, that's what loving you became. I started shrinking just to fit your mood, afraid my sadness would inconvenience you. So I wore I'm fine like makeup on my skin, while slowly falling apart underneath it. You only listened when I stopped talking, only noticed me when I started walking away. Funny how silence finally caught your eye, the moment mine stopped begging you to try. And now the nights feel colder than before, your memory still knocks against my door. But I won't die just to be adored. I was seen but never heard, a beautiful blur, someone you could touch but never truly learn. You love the comfort I provided, not the soul that lived inside it. Now your name still burns every time my chest starts hurting. Seen but never heard, like I never mattered at all. Maybe love shouldn't feel this lonely. Maybe real love listens closely to trembling voices, to breaking hearts, to the quietest cries in the dark. And maybe one day someone will hear the parts of me you disappeared. I was seen but never heard. Now these wounds have found their words, and every tear you ignored built the strength I needed first. You can keep the empty version of the girl who begged for your attention, 'cause she died the night she realized love should never feel like begging to survive. Seen but never heard, but finally I hear myself tonight. You walked in like a movie scene, perfect smile, 19 dreams, made me think I was enough. Till your love started getting rough, you'd say, baby, it's all in your head, while tearing me apart instead. No, my confidence is buried deep under promises you couldn't keep. I memorized your every scar just to love you where you are, but you used my heart like therapy, then blamed all your pain on me. And now I talk to empty walls, 'cause you don't answer when I call, 'cause silence is your favorite way to watch somebody break. You left silent damage scars, no feels impossible to tell. Your side of the bed stays cold, but somehow your ghost still holds every corner of this room, like your shadow never moved. I heard you're doing fine these days. God, I wish I could say the same. I fake a smile, I fake okay, but pain doesn't just fade away. And all my friends are sick of hearing about the boy who disappeared, but they never saw your eyes turn loving into ice. Now every little thing reminds me how easy it was to leave me behind. See, you burned a bridge and walked away while I stayed in flames. You left silent damage scars nobody sees, a heartbreak hidden underneath my skin and sleeves. Now I cry dramatic in bathroom mirrors at 3, trying to find the girl I was before you ruined me. Said I was your heaven, then treated me like hell. Now every I love you feels impossible to tell. Did you ever love me, or just love being loved? Was I just convenient when your nights got rough? You took every soft part of me and twisted it till it bled. Now your voice lives in my mind like a song I can't forget. I still sleep with my phone beside me, like maybe you'll apologize, but deep down I know the truth. You don't lose sleep at night. Yeah, you left silent damage. Now my heart can barely beat, and every happy memory feels bittersweet. I gave you all my magic, you gave me anxiety. Now I'm just a sad girl, writing songs about what you did to me. You said I was forever, guess forever had an end. Now I don't know how to live without expecting it to bend. Silent damage, you can't see it, but God, I feel it every day. You didn't leave bruises where anybody could see, just little cracks inside the soul of me. You kissed my forehead while you broke my trust, turned my purest love into emotional dust. You knew exactly how to pull me near, then disappear whenever I needed you here. I kept confusing pain with being loved. Now I don't know who I was before us. You spoke so gently while tearing me apart. That's the cruelest kind of damage, the quiet kind that scars the heart. You left soft damage, invisible pain, no shattered glasses, just tears in the rain. Now every time somebody says my name, I flinch a little, I don't feel the same. You broke me slowly, like candle wax dripping in the dark. Soft damage, still left permanent marks. I still sleep with my phone beside my bed, like maybe you'll apologize for everything you said. But silence is louder than your goodbye, and memories don't know when to die. You made me question every part of me, if I was hard to love or hard to keep. No mirrors feel like enemies at night, 'cause I can still see your words in my eyes. And nobody notices the wounds when they bloom beneath the skin, so I learned how to smile while slowly caving damage still hurts more than I can stand. Maybe broken things don't always fall apart. Maybe sometimes they keep beating with shattered hearts. And maybe that's the saddest part of love. You can survive it, but never become the same person you once was. You left soft damage, and I carry it still, like fingerprints burned into every feeling I feel. Now I laughed a little quieter than before. Don't trust forever anymore. You taught me how pain can whisper and still destroy a heart completely in the end. Soft damage, that's what you left me with. We used to sound like midnight radio, clear enough to calm my soul. Now every word between us breaks apart, like signals dying far from home. Your voice feels distant through the static, cold and robotic when you say my name. Funny how two people can still touch and feel a million miles away. I keep replaying old recordings, searching for the warmth we lost, but love turned into interference. Somewhere between the tears and fault, we stopped listening, started hurting. Now silence is the loudest thing. We're just static hearts, buzzing in the dark, trying to connect, but falling apart. Every kiss feels faded, every promise sparks, then dies like broken electricity inside these static hearts. We were once a symphony, now a noise and scars. I sleep beside you feeling lonely, like a stranger wrapped inside your skin. Your eyes still look the same at midnight, but they don't look at me like they did then. You scroll through your phone while I'm breaking, pretending not to notice me cry. And I keep swallowing emotions just to keep another fight from starting tonight. Maybe love doesn't explode sometimes, maybe it flickers slowly till it's gone, till two people become ghosts together, still holding on after the feeling's done. And every I'm okay we whisper sounds more like goodbye now. We're just static hearts, crackling through the dark, trying to hold each other with disconnected arms. Now every conversation feels like crossed wires in my chest. Love shouldn't feel this empty, believing somehow hurts worse. Static hearts still beating without rhythm. Maybe we stayed too long after the love burned out. Maybe we confused comfort with what love's about. And maybe the saddest thing is knowing we both hear the end, but neither one of us knows how to say it yet. We're just static hearts, fading into sparks, two broken frequencies, drifting through the dark. I still hear your echo in every silent part, but no amount of love can fix disconnected hearts. So tonight I'll let the signal die. losing each other in the blur. Your velvet cigarette burned between your lips, red wine stains on your fingertips, blue motel lights through the blinds, making your sadness look divine. We were driving nowhere down the coast, trying to hold on to each other the most. Ocean air mixed with cheap perfume, like heartbreak blooming too soon. And your eyes held that dangerous glow, the kind only people know. You love me soft like soul music, slow dancing in hotel rooms. Now every memory feels frozen under silver moons. Now I'm kissing your ghost in the dark, trying to find where we fell apart. And every night turns black and blue from missing you. Velvet cigarette smoke in my lungs, your name falling off my tongue. Like a prayer I still repeat, even after defeat. Palm trees swaying over empty streets, your heartbeat tangled into me. Oh, jukebox crying in the bar, like it understood who we are. You wore loneliness beautifully, like pain was part of a luxury. And I mistook your damaged soul for someplace safe to call home. Now your jacket still hangs by the door, like you'll come back like before. We were gold dust in slow motion, young hearts dressed in tragedy, trying to turn our broken pieces into eternity. Now I'm kissing your ghost in the dark, watching memories leave their marks. And every city glows for you in midnight hues. Velvet cigarette burning low, like a love that won't let go. Even ashes hold some heat, even endings still repeat. Maybe some people are hurricanes, beautiful while they destroy. Maybe love was never meant to survive the noise. Still I replay your last goodbye, like rewinding old cassette lines, trying to hear something different, trying to save us this time. Blue lights, all nights, your shadow by my side, and the skyline bleeds into the sea, like you still belong to me. Now I'm kissing your ghost in the dark, holding smoke inside my heart, and every dream still leads me back to where we cracked. Velvet cigarette in the rain, your memory running through my veins. And if heartbreak's all that's left of us, I'll wear it like love. Summer faded, but your ghost stayed. Some loves never die, they just ache forever. gold chain against your chest, cheap motel dreams and cigarettes. You look beautiful in reckless ways, like someone born to drift away. Sunset bleeding on the boulevard, pink skies over abandoned hearts. We made love while the TV glowed. Silent movies are moving slow, and outside the city buzzed like a hymn, while I quietly unraveled within. You held me like a secret, something fragile in your hands. But love built on lonely people never goes the way we planned. Now I carry this white gold heart, heavy as the dark. Every memory shines and cuts like diamonds in the dust, and your voice still fills the silence like soft smoke in my lungs. God, I hate how losing you still feels like losing home. Late night diners under neon rain, you're tracing circles on my veins. Old jukebox playing Marvin slow, the kind of pain that soul songs know. Your black car speeding down the coast, while I held on to you the most. You said, baby, don't look down, right before we crashed into the ground. Now every freeway feels too wide without your hand wrapped into mine. We were young and cinematic, broken in expensive clothes, trying to turn our sadness into something beautiful. Now I carry this white gold heart through empty bars and parking lots, still wearing your memory like perfume I can't wash off. In every stranger's face at night almost looks like you sometimes. Maybe heartbreak changes vision, maybe grief just never dies. I still replay your last goodbye like rewinding an old tape, trying to hear something different, trying to change fate. But some people leave slowly long before they disappear, and I think that's what hurts most. You were gone while still here. Chrome dreams, blue streets, your shadow next to me. The skyline flickers silver and red, while your memory fills my head. Now I carry this white gold heart, bruised beneath the stars, and every love song sounds like us falling apart in the dark. But if I had one more night under those fluorescent skies, I'd still choose your dangerous love, even knowing how it ends. White gold heart, still beating for you. Some loves don't fade, they just stay quieter. I still got your hoodie hanging by the door. Smells like your cologne, but it hurts even more. You said forever like you meant every word. Now forever's just a lie that I heard. Your picture still live inside my phone, but every memory cuts me to the bone. I replay your voice when the room gets dark, like a ghost still dancing through my heart. And I hate that I still check my screen like somehow you'll come back to me. But you moved on so easily, while I'm drowning in what used to be. You broke me like glass promises, left my heart in tiny pieces. Now every song sounds Does she know how cold you get when you're cold? Do you tell her all the same sweet things while I'm crying over diamond rings that never came, that never would? Guess I loved you more than I should. I keep hearing our favorite song, but now it feels completely wrong. Funny how a melody can kill when your silence hurts me still. And I swear I tried to let you go, but pain has roots that only grow. You were my safest place to fall. Now you don't catch me at all. You broke me like glass promises, left my heart in tiny pieces. Now every song sounds like goodbye, and every tear feels like you lied. You kissed me like you needed me, then walked away so easily. Now I'm just a girl trying to survive the wreckage of your love for life. Was I just another chapter, something temporary after all? 'Cause you looked me in the eyes while you watched my whole world fall. And I would've given everything, every breath and every dream, but loving you was like holding fire in my hands and blaming myself for the burns. Now I sleep with all the lights on, 'cause darkness sounds too much like us. And I hate myself for missing someone who destroyed my trust. Yeah, you broke me like glass promises, turned my love into apocalypse. Now every scar spells out your name, and nothing's ever been the same. You kissed me like forever was real. Now forever's just how heartbreak feels, and I'm still that girl begging the night to bring back who you were before you shattered my life. 'Cause promises, that's all you left me with. Pieces of us, pieces of me. Golden nights never last, but God, we try to make them stay. You found me underneath the shadow lights, no scary tears and July nights. Your hands trembling around your drink, like you were scared to feel anything. I wore heartbreak like satin lace. You traced the sadness on my face. Outside the boulevard burned gold. Inside we were already cold. But when you pulled me close that night, even loneliness felt alive. We were two shadows in expensive clothes, slowly turning into ghosts, trying to make forever out of moments too beautiful to hold. So let's have one last dance in Hollywood, under neon skies misunderstood, where the palm trees sway like they know our names, and the city hides our pain. Spin me slow beneath the moon, like we still have something left to lose, even if the ending's written for us. Tonight, let's pretend it isn't. There's a cracked mirror in the hotel hall, reflecting everything we lost. Old soul records humming low, the soundtrack to letting go. Your leather boots beside the bed, half the words we meant unsaid. You kissed me like a fading star, beautiful because you are. And every time you looked away, I felt heaven start to break. you still believe in me, even if tomorrow hurts like hell. Tonight can stay cinematic. Maybe we loved each other hardest right before it fell apart. Maybe some people only enter your life to leave fingerprints on your heart. And years from now, when these streets glow blue, I'll still remember you, like a song playing from another room, soft, distant, impossible to lose. Red lights, blue nights, your shadow in my eyes, and the city hums beneath the stars like it's morning. Who we are, so let's have one last dance in Hollywood. Heartbreak somehow understood. Every dream we couldn't say, every promise that escaped. And if love was just a movie scene, you were my favorite thing I've seen. A beautiful disaster in slow motion, a prayer wrapped in devotion. Chateau lights, summer rain, your voice echoing through everything. There's a blue light in the hallway, and your picture on my phone. I should probably let it fade away, but I hate sleeping alone. Your voice still fills the silence, like smoke inside my lungs. And every little thing reminds me of what we were before it all came undone. Now I'm driving through the city with your name inside my head. Every road leads back to memories I wish I could forget. So here's my neon goodbye under broken city lights, where lovers turn to strangers overnight. And I still feel your touch, even when I know you're gone. Guess some hearts keep holding on long after love dies. This is my neon goodbye. I heard a song in a taxi at 2 a.m. downtown, and suddenly the whole world stops when my tears hit the ground. You said forever softly, like you really meant the word. Now forever feels like silence, and silence is all I ever heard. Every bar, every street sign, every star above the skyline still carries your ghost tonight. So here's my neon goodbye under broken city lights, where lovers turn to strangers overnight. And I still feel your touch, even when I know you're gone. Guess some This is my neon goodbye. Ocean Drive after midnight, blue neon melting with the shoreline. Your hand outside the passenger side, catching pieces of the night. White gold rings under dashboard light. You kiss me slow at every red light, like we had forever left to waste before heartbreak showed its face. Palm trees moving like a dream. Nothing was as perfect as it seemed. You held me like religion, like lonely souls could still be saved. Now every prayer sounds empty since you walked away. And now I drive Ocean Drive alone, with your perfume on my clothes, and every song on late night radio feels written about us. Your ghost still lives beside me in the blue glow silently. Love leaves slower than goodbye. That's why I still cry at night. Cheap champagne in crystal cups, we kept trying to fix what love does. Old motel signs buzzing red, while your heartbeat filled my head. You wore sadness beautifully, like tears belonged in luxury. And I kept mistaking your chaos for somewhere safe to breathe. Now the moon hangs low above the sea, like it remembers you and me. We were cinematic disaster, soft hearts wrapped in smoking gold, trying to survive each other before the loneliness took hold. Now I drive Ocean Drive alone, past all the places we used to go, and every stranger's silhouette almost makes me turn my head. Still your voice inside my mind, like static I can't leave behind. Some people leave physically, but never emotionally. Maybe love is just illusion, wrapped inside nostalgia. Maybe broken people only know how to hurt each other softly. But if I could relive one summer night, with your hand tangled into mine, I'd still choose every beautiful mistake, even knowing my heart would break. Blue lights, moon tides, your shadow still alive, and the city glows beneath the rain while I whisper your name. Now I drive Ocean Drive alone, with an empty seat beside my soul, and every dream still fades to you like midnight always turns blue. If heaven was a fleeting thing, then maybe it was you and me, two lonely hearts burning bright for one endless summer night. Ocean Drive after midnight, still chasing your ghost through the blue light. Your sweatshirt still hanging on the chair beside my bed, like you're coming back tomorrow, even though you never said. The city hums at midnight, blue and blurry Every passing car sounds a little bit like your name. We were all late night diners, cheap perfume and tangled sheets. You kissed me like forever and disappeared in weeks. I still hear your laughter and the static of my phone. Funny how somebody can leave but never leave you alone. You held me like a secret, soft hands, reckless eyes, while I built a whole future out of beautiful lies. Paper hearts, that's all we really were. Fragile little promises burning at the edges first. You said love was simple, then complicated mine. Now I replay your goodbye like a movie every night, and your ghost still lingers in the perfume on my clothes. I hate how loving you still feels like home. God, you look like heaven, but you left me in the dark with nothing but these paper hearts. There's a record player spinning in the corner of my room, playing all the songs we loved before they turned into wounds. You used to dance around me barefoot on the kitchen towel, like heartbreak couldn't touch us, like we had more time. Now your name tastes bitter like a coffee on my tongue, and every crowded party just reminds me that you're gone. My friends all say I'm healing, but they don't see the truth. I still search for pieces of you, and everyone knew you loved me like a fire, warm until it burned. Now every little memory feels impossible to learn it from. Paper hearts, that's all we really were. Fragile little promises burning at the edges first. You said love was simple, then complicated mine. Now I replay your goodbye like a movie every night, and your ghost still lingers in the perfume on my clothes. I hate how loving you still feels like home. God, you look like heaven, but you left me in the dark with nothing but these paper hearts. Maybe we were too young to know what love could do, turning all our sweetest moments into something bruised. You touched me like a dream, then vanished into smoke. And now I carry every word you never really spoke. Sometimes I still reach for you, half awake at 3 a.m., like my body hasn't realized you're not mine again. Paper hearts scattered all across my room. Every little piece of us still bleeds your perfume. And if you walked back in tonight, I'd probably let you stay, even after all the damage, even after all the pain. 'Cause nobody ever loved me half as wrong or half as hard as the boy who left me with these paper hearts.